Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Butterrflyy, but you can call me Fly. And we're here on Minecraft as it's Minecraft Monday, and this is episode 40 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. So before we get into anything, if you guys would like to go ahead and check out episode 39, I'll have an info card above my head. You guys can go ahead check that one out if you'd like to, and there will also be a link down in the description below for it as well. So of course, as you can see, I don't have a netherite helmet yet. It's been an absolute pain to try and get respiration 3. I literally only have a respiration 1 book, and I haven't seen any other respiration at all. I had 43 levels about an hour ago. Well, here we are. We finally have a netherite pickaxe. Once again, we are finally set up with our tools, our sword, and everything. Once again, the only thing that we need is a netherite helmet. So I've been getting the hang of things. As you can see here, I threw a bunch of the important stuff in the shulker box, and then I have the ender chest here with all these other shulker boxes that I have no purpose for just yet. Believe me, there's going to be purpose. So go ahead and take all the necessary blocks for whatever build we may do. And then I just have this one with all of the extra junk left over from the end trip. I guess I saved this sword mainly for a new butchering sword. Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely why I did that. Anyway, let us rest up and we will get in to exactly what today's episode is all about. Why is this video titled What Next? Simply because what's next? I got a couple builds in mind. I've been brewing up some ideas, watching a couple different shows and stuff, and to make a better explanation out of that, a show in particular that I'm referring to is The Last of Us. Been watching that. It's a really good show, so if you guys have not checked that out and you haven't even played the game, I highly recommend checking that out. There's only 2 episodes out just as of right now, but there's more to come, and so far, cliffhangers and everything, the way they really tackled everything, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I just want to be up in the sky super long. I don't want to have to waste a ton of rockets to get way up here just to glide right back down. But anyway, so what I'm talking about here with The Last of Us is no spoilers. I'm not going to have any spoilers. There's a particular thing that's sparked in my mind, and it's something I mentioned in the previous episode, and creating sort of like a memorial for things, or like a museum, things of that nature. Some ideas that are sparking for it, believe me, they're pretty cool. But now you're probably wondering, why am I just mentioning about creating something like this and not just doing it? Well, the thing is, I have a couple ideas in mind, and I think it's at this point in the Let's Play series where I think it'd be cool to kind of have some different episodes here and there where I kind of just ask you guys what you'd like to see next. We could either go ahead and decide it by, maybe I'll throw up a poll of all the options that I'm going to be throwing out here for you guys, or maybe you guys could just drop it down in the comments below and let me know what you want to see. Because it's not like I'm out of ideas. Like, I have ideas brewing constantly. It's just that I don't know what to decide next. If you guys have been a long time subscriber, you know this ravine, you know this little crater. So what other ideas do I have in mind other than just a simple museum? Another idea is to start working on things over near the bridge, to start filling in the water area, kind of give more scenery out there while we're crossing the bridge. I don't know how often we're really going to do that now that we have the elytra. I could never stop doing this. This is such a fun way of transportation, even though it's a little bit choppy and laggy. Well, to just finally spit it out, I'd like to go ahead and start creating a dock. I'd like to go ahead and start a dock, like a staircase, kind of like a zigzag sort of staircase over there, and then it leads out into like this long dock, maybe one that kind of connects into the mountain and kind of just comes off as a square and then just runs over, just even with that pillar of the bridge. And then on top of that, it would leave plenty of space still for large ships, sailboats, teeny tiny ones, maybe throw some canoes in there, all kinds of different little like boats and rafts and all kinds of jazz. Maybe we even build like a submarine down in there somewhere. But that led me into the idea of, well, if we're gonna go ahead and build a dock, and then we have the idea of ships, that's a lot of fiddling around in the water, and I don't have respiration 3. That hopped in the mind and was like, well, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. And then I had a little bit of a light bulb moment, and I was like, well, you know, there is a solution to this whole water problem. And if you guys tuned in for the previous episodes, you know, out in this direction, as you can see behind me above my head, there is literally a ocean monument out there, and there's another one like that direction, another one like that direction, and it's absolutely wild. But there's ocean monuments out there. We have not tackled one yet in this series. There's really only one point to go ahead and do so for the whole conduit thing. I think I'm saying the right thing. I don't recall. I just saw a video about somebody creating a large dome-like structure for themselves underneath the water so they can breathe a little bit longer or something like that, or allows you to mine things faster and just swim around faster, and basically acts like above ground. Makes it 10 times easier to deal with water related things in like a 50 by 50 radius or something like that, but it requires an ocean monument to my knowledge. The idea of defeating an ocean monument ties in with building a dock and ships, needing that whole conduit little thing. I know what I'm thinking, but maybe my words aren't right. That's all I can say. But attacking an ocean monument won't just simply be attacking an ocean monument, because I could literally have just gone and done that right then and there. Telling you what, getting a little bit better at the flying part of the elytra, but not the landing part. But here we are, a room that hasn't been visited a whole lot since it's been created. Maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times even. As you can see behind me, this is my idea for the ocean monument. Our beautiful little axolotls. There's only a handful of them. As of right now, I've been really slacking on that. Every time that I showed going out and getting tropical fish, that's literally the only time that they have been bred. Anyway, so my idea is, considering you can go ahead and take axolotls into the ocean monument and they'll actually target guardians, elder guardian, or whatever it's called. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I have not tackled an ocean monument in ages, so I thought it'd be really cool to go ahead and start breeding them even more and more and more, getting a very large army, filling up the shulker boxes and everything, and taking them all in to tackle an ocean monument. I think that would be absolutely sick to go ahead and watch the axolotls go head to head with all the guardians and everything and just tackle an ocean monument like that. I've never done that before, and I think it would be so unique and so cool to go ahead and do that in this Let's Play series. But so what would that mean if we do go ahead and tackle an ocean monument? Well, the usual, in all honesty, something that just about anybody thinks of whenever they see an ocean monument. Let's surround this by a big glass wall and drain it out of all of its water. So that's my idea for that. Everything kind of sort of leads into the other thing, except for the whole museum idea. That's just kind of its own thing, really. That we just retire some old tools. We take some of the tools that we already have retired, implement that into the museum. I know none of them have unique names, so maybe kind of base it off of whatever episode we ended up retiring it on. So there's not really any builds in today's episode. I'm sorry. That's basically all I had for today's episode. It was just kind of like I want to fill you guys in on some of the build ideas I have brewing up, and I'd like you guys to decide what you want to see next, because it's all just kind of like scrambled up there, and I want to do them all just right now, one sitting, but I want to tackle them one thing at a time here, because some of the ideas that I got brewing up, I'm hoping that they come out as good as I'm thinking. So yeah, I'd like you guys to go ahead, decide which one you guys would like to see. Let me know down in the comments below which one you'd want to see the most first. I'll of course do all of them, but I want to know what you guys want to see next, because I really don't know which one I want to tackle first. I got a couple other things brewing up, but I just wanted to give you guys like 3 things to make it easy, so you guys can go ahead, decide, and you guys can kind of also know some future builds to end up coming in the future. And don't think I forgot about the dogs either. We got a lot of name tags, and we got a young girl pup that is still trying to grow up. Whenever she does, we'll give her a name, but I haven't even decided the names that we'd go ahead and throw in there. So if you guys maybe even have some girl dog names that you want to throw out there in the comments below as well, put them down there, because I genuinely cannot think of any female names, and I don't really want to go just looking it up because I want to make it unique. But once again, hope you guys did enjoy this one. I know there was no builds or we didn't do anything too crazy. I just kind of wanted to chit chat with you guys and kind of talk with you guys and get your guys' opinions and thoughts on what you want to see next. So definitely let me know down in the comments below some girl dog names and what you want to see next in terms of the build, because I got those ones brewing up, a couple extra ones brewing up, but out of those 3, those are the ones I really want to get to like first, but I didn't know which one to get to first. So you guys get to go ahead and decide, and then we'll just go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. And with that, peace out, Monarch Militia. And as always, spread love, radiate positivity, and try to smile. See ya.